Correct. Restraining
or
order.
if the woman is working somewhere else. So those sort of regulations are there.
Restraining
And
orders, you
I
mean,
mean,
no?
yeah, restraining orders.
Correct, 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 correct. I mean,
So
but actually, what I'm saying is the person, as you said, should accept that he has a problem.
yeah,
Okay. The reason he's not accepting because he may be drinking a lot, taking a lot of drugs also a lot because he's truly not
yeah,
aware what's happening. That's another way. If a sane person will realize that and try to correct himself, the person is always drunk. No? So that's another way I
yeah,
think people abuse, right? Because they drink a lot.
yeah. Yeah, it's quite a lot of being drunk, drinking, abuse. I mean, with the drugs and all that. Um, it could also be a religious, like the person has, say, in one case, I would say,
G.
like the person converted to
Mm-hmm.
in a Christian background itself,
Right.
the person converted to an extreme
Mm-hmm.
part of
Mm-hmm.
Christianity,
Okay.
which forbade
Uh-huh.
that you cannot be yoked, which means there's a bell, do bell hote hain, two bells, matlab, the bulls,
Uh-huh.
you cannot be yoked together with an unbeliever. Though the person is baptized, but still, what happens there is just because he has accepted another form of Christianity, which is separated,
Uh-huh.
they say that you cannot be living together. You cannot be anymore. She's not a part of your life anymore. So
Oh.
that is also there. Like today's, I don't know. I'm not going to name anything like Mormons or whatever, or whichever
G.
way.
G. G.
But though those concepts are there, because what the people who are mentally trying to
Control.
brainwash the person,
Control.
control the person,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
is telling them, all right, look, this is it. Right? You cannot go there. She's gone. You have accepted. You're a new person. You've got a new concepts of life and all that. And so that she's not there anymore for you. And they break the person up in a marriage.
Oh. After marriage, you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Even after marriage, yeah. Even
Hmm.
after marriage.
Right, right, right. I mean, as you said, human nature, human mind is very difficult to understand. Nobody can read what's going on in individuals unless the scientists try to bring some kind of a device, just keep in front of your forehead. It can show a chart. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
We can preempt a
Yeah.
lot of problems. I guess that's not possible. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, coming back to economic abuse, Nina, what exactly, in your opinion, economic abuse could be? Because if the woman is making more money, she wouldn't give a hoot, right? She wouldn't give a damn about economic. So, what abuse could happen? Economic abuse. If she's not working, then she's dependent on the money, right?
जैसे लाइक इन एनी सिचुएशन इकोनॉमिक्स का भी यही है कि जो कंट्रोल करता है जिसका नेचर ही कंट्रोल तो वो मनी भी कंट्रोल even if women who are working
जी.
and I think when they sit together and like you can see if a person has a controlling nature
जी.
चाहे वो लड़की हो again I don't differentiate कि it's only men I mean women are being abused कई दफा men का भी in some families I've seen
जी.
women they take charge of all the money
अच्छा.
they spend it and then men get just the pocket money के आप ये ले I have seen those families I've seen those families so अगर वो काम करती हैं नहीं करती हैं so I think मुझे फिर लगता है कि it all depends आपकी personal nature क्या आपने develop की है उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है आपकी कैसे you're going to adjust and how you're going to maintain your relationships वो बहुत फर्क पड़ता है
नहीं.
तो इकोनॉमिकली वो कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं it's quite controlling nature है तो वो अपने पास पैसे रखेंगे देंगे नहीं कुछ खर्चने के लिए
but total in totality what we're talking about this all this the root cause is a controlling nature of a person. Yes. I am the boss.
Yes.
Right? चाहे economic abuse हो या social abuse हो या stalking हो intimidation हो या sexual abuse हो physical violence everything is I am in control. I am the guy. Yes. Or I am the person. I am the woman. So that is the basic kind of a psychological kind of a situation हो controlling freak बोलते हैं उसको.
Yes, it's an ego trip. Ego trip which a person takes.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
It's an ego trip which which is very much accepted in the society.
Ji.
The image that the person has got, he has to wear certain sort of shirts and certain suits and drive different cars and living in a different suburbs and those sort of things, right?
Ji.
So that ego, once that takes over the person, it's very destructive. Because the other partners don't exist for them. So like the wife doesn't exist, the children don't exist, or in the other side is, for a woman's side, like the man doesn't exist and all that.
I want to ask one question also, Cyril bhai, abhi Australia mein, Western society mein, and we always talk this. These things happen only in arranged marriages, or if you're into love marriage also, the control freaks take over. I mean, like if you have dated some person before marriage for 2 years and you sign the contract to get married, it can still happen. The sexual abuse, physical abuse, whatever, isolation, those kind of stuff can happen. I can understand arranged marriages.
I think it does happen. So the problem is with today, like from an older generation perspective, is that the speed that we are living in today is a very fast speed. Right? Tomorrow, because of the speed of our human body and our psychologically, we are not in control at times. We miss the point quite often. So in a marriage, it becomes very difficult where they want to be loving and loving-doving and have a successful marriage life. The society pressures are so much on both the couples and the family that unless the person watches out, it can play havoc on their marriage.
So basically, love marriage means nothing.
No, love marriage is there. The promise is there. The intentions were there. All that was good. Everybody starts with that.
Acha.
There's nothing wrong with that, sir. But the thing is that we are living in a modern life, which is after a period of time, things do happen. And we haven't been able to
cope with it. Cope up.
Yeah, cope with that.
All right. Okay. All right. So as we said, how about last topic before we close up is we covered physical violence, sexual violence, psychological, as Nina said, emotional violence, neglect. What neglect means exactly? Neglect is a violence too. It's a form of violence. Neglect to do what? Their duty, each one.
Nina, you want to go ahead or?
Yes, neglect normally. I have seen again over the years. Men sometimes they like to go out on their own or वाइफ्स को घर छोड़ देंगे कि आप घर में रुके और हम अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ घूमने अभी चेंज हो रहा है अब गर्ल्स जाती हैं कि वी हैव अ गर्ल्स नाइट आउट एंड देन मेन आर होम सो मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं निग्लेक्ट और सबसे ज्यादा अब्यूज क्या लगता है कि जब आप एज आई सेड सो मेनी टाइम्स कि अगर आप किसी सोसाइटी में कपल को मिलते हैं हस्बैंड वाइफ एंड यू कैन विद इन फ्यू मिनट्स से कि हाउ दे और with each other उनकी कंपनी क्योंकि वो कुछ कहेगी वाइफ हस्बैंड उसका कुछ नेगेट करेगा अगर हस्बैंड ने कुछ कहा तो वाइफ कुछ बोलेगी वो वहीं से पता चल जाता है कि कैसा इनका रिलेशनशिप है तो आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट कि एक दूसरे की रिस्पेक्ट एज वी से दैट कि
but we keep on talking about Nina, but how do we try to bring to attention के respect किस तरह से respect should be inculcated in their behaviors in their kind of life पे somebody has to take the lead, right?
Definitely अगर एक aggressive है वो जैसे कहते हैं अगर दोनों घर में aggressive है तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा फिर तो it's difficult पर किसी एक को अगर एक aggressive है दूसरे को थोड़ी patience रखनी पड़ेगी और once you think about it, या तो मैरिज नहीं करें मुझे हमेशा मैरिज में ये लगता है you don't get married if you are not committed and you cannot keep the responsibility और आप प्रेशर नहीं ले सकते रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं ले सकते तो आप मैरिज नहीं करेंगे अगर आप करेंगे तो फिर वो टॉलरेंस थोड़ी सी सीखनी पड़ती है आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट आई फील कि वो जरूरी हो जाती है फिर स्पेशली व्हेन यू आर रेजिंग किड्स तो आप उनको भी कुछ सिखाना चाहते हैं तो पहले आप खुद सीखते हैं और फिर उन बच्चों को सिखाना चाहते और अगर दोनों ही मिस कर गए फिर आपको नेबर सिखाते हैं.
जी. Go ahead, please, Cyril bhai.
Again, neglect comes due to isolation. Isolation in the sense that the person is, is not surrounded by good friends or loving friends or whatever, or
Ji.
family.
Ji.
So otherwise, neglect will never happen if they are surrounded with that circle of friends, where the person is comfortable. So
Wait.
if the person, if the abuser has been able to penetrate through that circle and destroys that,
Ji.
then he'll try and neglect the person. The children will be neglected. It can be emotional, it could be financial,
Ji.
or it's so there are different dimensions to that.
Correct.
It can take. तो इसमें काफी पेचीदगी है इन चीजों में, सब चीजों में. मेरा ख्याल तो ये है
जी.
कि हमारा जमाना जो है वो बहुत तेज रफ्तार से जा रहा है
जी.
और उसके लिए a bit of a retreat, a bit of a holiday, mutual gaining, where both the parties, like if they like singing or if they like swimming or they like whatever sports or whatever, take a break, take a holiday,
Mm.
and go somewhere where they get refreshed and start again. So that, I think those things are very important with mutual friends or with families or whatever. But I think those breaks are very important, I would say.
So actually, all forms of intimate partnership violence can be prevented, right? If you understand each other much better. As Nina said, communication is very important, I think, and trying to take help also is very important, I think. But the question is, when the couple are in the kind of abusive situation, they don't realize that they need help. So how?
Yes.
Somebody has to
Yes,
point.
it is major, because they haven't. See, majority of us, we do. Oh, sorry, I'm moving forward. The problem with us is that we are still in the lovey-dovey state of life, right? That it can never happen to me.
Mm.
And because of that attitude and that sort of thinking, it's nothing wrong with that.
Ji.
But nobody wishes that it should happen to anybody,
Ji.
But there has to be signs, and the society, the governments and all that, the family units here, they are always giving warnings and they're saying, look, watch out for these sort of sections, that if anything happens to you, just watch. And you should be able to talk to a family advisor and different things.
Correct. Nina, I want to ask you a question, and I'm sorry. Okay, in your opinion, are there any social causes and social impacts for domestic violence when you go to a party and they say something to one of the spouses and they come back home and they start arguing? That could be an initiating kind of a situation for getting domestic violence and abuse?
Definitely that happens. मैं आपको अपना एक एक्सपीरियंस बताती हूँ. When we came to this country, मैं कहीं पे भी गई और मेरे से पहला क्वेश्चन ये पूछा जाता, वो is your husband a doctor? तो मैंने सोचा क्या डॉक्टर ही जिंदगी में मतलब एक ही तरह के आदमी होते हैं और कोई क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं होती है. तो मैं used to be quiet. तो अगर मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस कम होता तो मैं भी घर आके बोलती, ओ मेरा हस्बैंड तो डॉक्टर नहीं, अब मैं क्या करूं, मैं अपनी लाइफ को जीना बंद कर दूं, मैं क्या करूं. तो मुझे क्या फर्क नहीं पड़ा, because I had confidence in me. Whatever I'm doing, I'm happy with it. So I think ये बहुत जरूरी है बच्चों को ये सिखाना कि आप क्या भी प्रोफेशन लें, आप कितना भी मनी कमाएं. That's one sort of one line. जो दूसरी लाइन है, अपने आप को कैसे आप like you have to live a life for your own sake, कि आप अपनी लाइफ को भी, you love yourself, I would say that, कि पहले खुद को प्यार करो before anyone else.
Correct.
तो अगर मेरे अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस था तो मैंने कहा ये इंडियंस का क्या है, wherever you go, I think आप किसी और सोसाइटी में जाएंगे, they just say hello Nina, how are you. तो मुझे लगता था मेरा कोई अस्तित्व नहीं है, मेरे से तो नहीं पूछते आप क्या कर कुछ है, oh is your husband a doctor. तो मुझे लगा कि ये that's not a right question to ask.
But would you be,
यहाँ पे फर्क पड़ता है सोसाइटी का प्रेशर कि And then another thing I'll tell you, when I was back in India working, every birthday they would come and the girls would say, "Oh, look at these diamond earrings my husband gave me." So I would come home and tell my husband कि आपने तो मुझे कभी गिफ्ट नहीं दिया, वो सब बताते. So that time I was young, I didn't know the effect पड़ता है. मैं सुनकर आती थी, आज मेरे husband ने साड़ी दी, आज मेरे husband ने. So Ravi told me, because my husband is in sales, so he has an answer for everything. He says, "Believe me, Nina, 100%. They must be buying themselves, and they're just coming and telling you, okay, my husband gave. You can also buy. You have money." I was working, and he says, "I have money. You take your. I've never controlled your money. आपको जो लेना आप ले. आप भी कल जाके बोले कि ये मेरे husband ने लेके." So
Right,
it's,
Nina, but
sometimes these things.
Mera question here, when somebody asked you that question, you could have put a stop right there. Right? You don't have the confidence even to tell the person it's none of your business.
No, वो थोड़ा respect elderly person कोई पूछ रहा है और like
अच्छा.
और वो भी society में जबकि there are other people standing. I don't want to be disrespectful. I said it's okay. I said no, he's not. That's it. I mean, I don't have to give him or tell them that what he's doing or I'm doing. So
Right.
And in fact, that's the reason sometimes I don't like. Of course, we call you Dr. Name, but normally when we go to the weddings, they write Dr. So and so and Mrs. and the rest are Mr. I said, why don't they just put Nina and so and so? Why you have to differentiate between doctors and so ये culture एक जो है, so that makes a kind of sometimes, as you said, society के pressure बहुत होते हैं. So चाहे love marriage है, चाहे arranged marriage है. So when you come to living together, then you realize कि reality क्या है. Right. And you have to cope up with those pressures.
Cyril भाई, आप की thought on this?
नहीं, जो नीना जी ने बोला है कि basically ये जो हम लोग जो है also move around quite a lot with Indian society, and we got seniors clubs and all that. So एक दिन brigadier, I wouldn't name him, but a lovely person, he got up and he says, "Look, I am for you from today onwards. I am Bhagat only to you, okay? I'm not brigadier anymore, because what I have done is I have basically, that period is over in my life, what I was.
Gee.
So I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Now I'm just a human being and I'm enjoying myself.
Gee.
I'm so rich with experiences of my life that I don't need ये जो दे देते हैं डॉक्टर साहब हो गए और इंजीनियर्स और ये हो तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात बोली आपने हमारी सोसाइटी के लिए, बहुत बड़ी बात कही. तो वो जो जितने सीनियर्स हैं अब I mean they still carry on with them, Dr. Saab and all that, but I think they became aware. Let's not push it too far.
Correct. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, Dosto, you've been listening to a very interesting topic, domestic abuse and violence. Before you wind up, I'll just like to have closing thoughts. How could BTC be a part of this to try to bring awareness, social awareness? This is a forum we've always been talking about. So, Nina ji, aapki thought mein, please, domestic abuse and violence mein, this forum, how much can we bring a social awareness through this forum?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I really wish more BTC members join, and thank you so much for Mr. James to join today. Because more people come and we hear their perspective, and it's always good. Sometimes we're always looking forward to that, and I'm glad he came. And हमको भी enrich करते हैं कुछ आपके viewpoints, and we get clarity about that. Thank you.
And also, you should bring his friends also discuss. It's a very interesting topic today, Cyril bhai. Yes. Go ahead, your thoughts on this. BTC can really help bring social awareness on this very, very touchy, very important subject, domestic abuse and violence. Go ahead, please.
It is very, very important subject, and it as we have lived our lives, we see when the abuse is happening somewhere, it really hurts you. Like an elder person, where it's taking place, and we try to sympathize, but we can't sort of go and interfere in the marriage. By the way, I am Cyril, if I can be, Mr. James. becomes a bit pretty
For-
heavy
formal.
for me anyway.
It's formal.
Yeah, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this program and the opportunity that you have given us.
Yes.
I would say still that domestic violence is a curse.
Curse.
It does happen. It does happen. But if the family stays together, loving and loving, and they keep renewing, like have a little break here and there,
Ji.
and surround themselves with friends or family and all that, those are on the same level.
True, true.
You know?
Okay. I
Not
agree
the
with
social
you.
level, not the monetary, but on the same level,
Right.
the same values.
I agree with you. As you said, curse, and besides curse is crime also. The people should understand that what they're doing is not right. More than curse is a crime. All right. So thank you very much, Nina. Thank you very much, Cyril भाई. तो next week के लिए decide कर ले क्या मतलब topic है. We every Tuesday we same time पे we do this. So, and if you know anybody who can really be as good as you're talking as well, we'll try to bring him also. We'll have a little, as Nina said, we like to have more members participate and the different perspective of each one's thought thinking. You know. All right. So thank you very much, both of you. We'll see you again soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you,
Thank
Nina ji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, dosto, for having watched the program here. And so we'll be in touch for next week. If you're interested to join, please write to us on +1 917 882 0346. We'll be part of the panel. So till we meet next time, have a very, very pleasant time. Good night, Shubhratri, and Shabba Khair to everybody. All right?
Shabba khair. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
We are off now or?